Alright, so this next sublevel is going to be a little bit more dangerous. We got some more new enemies we haven't encountered yet, so be prepared for that. Alright, what we got? Okay, so we got an egg behind here, that's really all it is, so let's just open this up real quick. Shoot, I will be right back. It's probably the best time to cut since they were already cutting down a bridge anyway. I mean, bringing down a wall. So, I don't know why I say cutting down a bridge. It's actually the last thing you want to do in this game. Okay, so we got more nectar, so let's make use of that. Nectar is a really nice thing, although it'd be okay to run into some Mateeds and kill them. So we can get 10 nectar out of that, and plus more Pokos, so... How can you possibly argue with satisfying somebody's greed? Nah. Actually, greed is something that cannot be satisfied, so... Oh, shoot! Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, this is the water dumpling, I think is what it's called. And they're pretty dangerous. They basically take 2 Pikmin at once, typically 2 Pikmin. And it only takes like it takes less than a second for them to actually finish eating the Pikmin, so you need to be really quick about killing those guys, basically. And this guy was not in the first Pikmin game. They're pretty dangerous. What they do is they have their little burrows here, and they will come straight out of the burrow, like they will lunge out of their burrow and grab one Pikmin. They will try to. What you want to do, and the best way to deal with them is to try to trick them out of their, like I think they're called like crawdads or something. No, not crawdads. It's not that. I really need to like memorize the names of these enemies, but essentially what they do is they try to grab one Pikmin, they'll try to drag them back to the burrow. If they manage to do that, they will eat the Pikmin almost instantly. Like you can guarantee that if it makes it back to the if it grabs the Pikmin and makes it back to its burrow, then you're not gonna see the Pikmin again. But you can still manage to kill it before it gets back to the burrow. Or better yet, the best way to deal with them is just to trick them into lunging forward, and then just get your Pikmin away before it grabs one. That's probably the most effective way to kill it. It's what I like to do. So that would be my personal recommendation. Alright, what do we got next? We got more of these more of these fire geysers, and we've also got an ivory candy pop bud, so we can actually make some more white Pikmin, so that's pretty cool. Since we got more red Pikmin, let's do that. And I realize I got a water dumpling on the other side of this wall here. I don't care. I don't give a crap. Let's get these whites out of the ground, and we're going to go deal with this frickin' water dumpling now. Thankfully, you're for the most part you're pretty much safe if you're behind a wall. Enemies won't be able to get to you. They're gonna know that you're there. The AI will know that you're there, and it will try to get to you, but it will not be able to get to you through a wall. So you'll be perfectly fine. There's no Mateeds in it. Okay. Oh, cool. 2 drops nectar. That's nice. I cannot personally argue with that. Okay. Now we got an army of all flowers. That's good. That's good. Not something I can argue with. Get this water dumpling out of the way while we prepare to deal with this frickin' guy right here. Because I'm pretty sure this guy actually has a treasure, so let's get that as soon as we can. Ah! I need to start using purple Pikmin on this guy, so that way the Pikmin aren't losing their flowers from that guy. Okay, so this one had a treasure, so that's pretty good. We dealt with him. The game will usually have the same, like, will not change the type of enemies that you encounter in on a sublevel. The game will not change that. But one thing I should talk about is that the layouts of the sublevels are always randomized each time you go to the same sublevel. Like, even though you're on the same sublevel, the layouts are always different. Like, they always are, no matter what. I mean, like, there are some cases where that's not the case, especially with boss floors, like final sublevels. Those usually don't change at all, but other than that, all sublevels of this game are randomized as far as layout goes. So here we got the King of Sweets. Alright. That sounds like a sweet name for a treasure if I do say so myself. So that's not the only treasure in this dungeon. So we got something else waiting for us somewhere. Get those fire geysers out of the way. And I can see the treasure right behind that wall there, but let's get rid of these first. Okay. Later on, there's gonna be a treasure that's gonna help us. Oh, frick! Let's kill this guy. There we go. Like I was saying, later on there's going to be a treasure in this game that will allow us to see a lot further in the dungeons. Like, you'll light them up, which will be very, very nice. Let me tell you. You may not realize it that much, but that treasure helps out so much. Like, lighting up the dungeons makes it really, really convenient. Like, a lot more than you probably think it would. And if you think it's really convenient, then you're underestimating it, because it's really extremely convenient. It's one of the best things that can happen in this game. But for now, we got Rio treasure. Let's see what we got. Bowser! Flame of Tomorrow. That's a nice reference, Nintendo. You're doing your own product placement of your own products. Genius. That's genius advertising there. Okay, let's move on to the next floor. Actually, next floor is the final sub-level, so... Just like, you know, following the what is it? The formula for pretty much every dungeon we've been through in this game so far. Okay, so the hole is just right here. Here we go. Final sub-level Citadel of Spiders. Can't believe this dungeon's already over, but it is a pretty short one, so it only makes sense. So awaiting us at the end of this dungeon is yet another boss that you guys who have played the first Pikmin game, as you know, including myself, are going to be very familiar with. And this boss was kind of difficult in the first game. He's no exception here, although still slightly easier. Like pretty much every boss that we encounter in the first game and reappears in this game is easier, at least in some way, than it was in the first game. But this is something pretty unique to a final floor of a hole, and that is having a second treasure besides the one you get from finding the boss. So let's get this out of the way first before we take on the boss. It's basically just a plain old diamond, but trust me, this would be so useful in real life. So we might as well get a lot of Pokos out of this, that's for sure. Oh, and I didn't remember an iridescent flip beetle being here, but I guess there is actually. Let's just get all the stuff out we can. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, never mind. Thank you, game, for interrupting me. Only to lead to another cutscene. Literally, it's going to. Regal Diamond, putting us at 4,008 Pokos. So now we're covered 40% of the depth. Yeah, see? Another cutscene. This actually has relevance. The red liquid you see contains refined ultra spicy essence. 1 drop contains 1 dose. Press down on control pad to spray this extract on your entire group. So literally, in addition to encountering nectar in this game, you can also encounter drop liquid forms of your potions. And the cool thing about this is that this is way easier than just trying to, grind berries. Like really, this is a lot faster. Just to, search for doses, especially since there's this nice little glitch in the game. Although I don't know if it's actually a glitch or a cheat, but there's actually a way that you can get 2 doses out of 1 drop, contrary to what the ship said. What you do is you kind of get your second captain to be on the drop, and then you press X, and the moment you press X, he's going to start drinking. That's when you do that, and then you instantly go to it and start drinking too. And by having both captains drink it at once, you get 2 doses. So that is really cool, and it's a nice little glitch that kind of makes things really convenient in this game. It's a really cheap way to grind potions, but it's worth it. What Pikmin are we missing? How did a white get all the way over there? What the heck, man? Okay, fine. Screw him. Actually, not screw him, because he's going to be there just when we're done anyways. We're going that direction anyways, get to the hole once we're done with the boss. But anyways, we're just going to bring our yells for this boss. There's actually a particular reason why. Okay, so we've so far encountered the burrowing snagger, which is one of the bosses, so we know it's not going to be him. So what could it be this time? Well, let's see. So, remember Forest Navel? The boss we fought on that floor? I mean, in the Forest Navel. Never mind, let's just do this. BD Longlegs! Yeah! BD Longlegs returns to the Forest Navel in the first Pikmin game. And he is quite a bit easier than last time. Like, if you have Yellow Pikmin, this guy will be really easy compared to the first game as well. Because, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but his health goes down a lot faster in this game than it does in the first one. And not only that, but he moves the exact same speed no matter what time of the boss battle you're in. Like, I'm pretty sure he moved like his speed was like different depending on his health in the first game. But this game, like, it's the same. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me who thinks that this guy's easier in the second game, but I could be wrong. So really, all you have to do is just stand in the middle and make sure like none of the Pikmin are on the outside of him. And you know, as long as you do that, you're perfectly safe from being crushed. So just keep doing this, and you know what? We might as well just use one of our potion to make this go faster. And you'll notice as you deplete his health more, his body starts to deteriorate. Just wait till you see what happens when he actually dies. But anyways, that takes care of it. Wow. His whole body deteriorated from being attacked by tiny little creatures like that. Just like that. And what do we get? We get the key from Super Mario World. Super freaking Mario World. Sweet victory, that giant insect's body has crumbled to dust. I am quite relieved to know I won't have to store such an enormous bug. You do realize that insects have 6 legs and this thing had 4 legs, right? Everything I know is a lie. Analyzing soil samples. Anomaly detected. What's that glittering widget? It's Super Mario World Essence. Okay, let's get this back to the ship. This treasure is not really important for adventure mode, but it is kind of important for your... I mean, like, it basically opens up another mode of the game that we're not going to cover until the very end of this Let's Play, so don't worry about it. Just know that you're going to have an extra option on your menu up here, on your main menu of this game up here, after you get this treasure. But again, it has no effect on the actual adventure mode. So, just a cool thing to have. The key! The key to what? The key to my heart? Aww. I'm so flattered. Unlike the key to your heart. This object seems familiar. I will combine it with the President's parallel dimension control... What? Alert! Sensors indicate a massive dimensional shift at a distant location. I'm receiving a message from a far-flung dimension. Displaying the message now. Challenge mode can now be accessed from the title screen. It appears to be totally gibberish. Hopefully the message has reached its intended recipient. Will we ever be safe from games that break the fourth wall? I don't think so. I will name this apparently worthless device the key. Well, thanks for calling the gamer worthless. Okay. Still, that's a nice little, I guess, cool little fourth wall breaking thing. Moment, I guess. I don't know. So anyways, we managed to take on yet another dungeon without losing Pikmin, so I'm still barely shocked I've been able to last this long. Like, usually, I always lose at least one Pikmin by the time I reach this part of the game, but, meh. Of course, we aren't really that far anyway, so...